Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The General and Sunday Market Service is a commercial service. It currently generates a modest return to the Council. A service review has recently been undertaken with the aim of simplifying what was an extremely complex pricing structure for market pitches and the equally complex associated administrative system. This is also aimed at aligning our fees and charges to other similar markets. The report setting out the results of the review and associated market trade consultation and recommended changes in pricing and associated terms was approved at the March Scrutiny Committee. The approved increases in charging rates affect around a third of all pitches. 2/3 of the 99 pitches remain at exactly the same rates as they did before. The only category that goes up by 30% is the Sunday Premium category. This goes up by a grand total of £8.47. The change raises weekend rates, so the new Sunday market standard rate is the same as the Saturday market standard rate, and the Sunday premium rate is the same as the Saturday premium rate. And the reason for this is that the Sunday market rate was set when we had very low occupancy. The Sunday market now has 100% occupancy. It's the most popular market of the entire week, and just 3 pitches have become available on Sunday markets since March 2015. Saturday at 99% occupancy is the next most popular day, so harmonising the weekend rates was considered fair and reasonable. If the party opposite thinks otherwise and believes that harmonising these rates were unfair, I'd be fascinated to find out why. The only change that affects a large number of pitches over a large number of days is the increase of 10% moving the B category into the standardised premium category. This works out as £1.77 per day. The surcharge on hot food vendors is related to a disproportionate increase in utility and cleansing service costs arising from hot food. There's been a 62% increase in hot food traders over the last 18 months. Nearly 10% of traders now on the market are hot food vendors. Current water utility budgets are overspent by 356%, and electricity budgets by 51%. We spend over £25,000 a year on market washdown, £13,000 a year for street cleansing, and over £40,000 a year for drain cleaning, maintenance and purchase of equipment. Why should other traders who use next to no water or electricity be subsidising hot food traders, Mr. Mayor? Why should the bookseller be paying to clean up after everybody else?
Thank you. Some victory.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to just go over what we talked about in the Community Services Committee, but having actually since spent time, or further time talking to market traders, the situation still feels very unfair I think the picture you've given is a very skewed picture, and we're really talking, for many of these market traders, of the increase being between 9 and 30%. I appreciate 30% is on a Sunday, but it's still a change in the way in which they run their businesses. Market traders are small businesses who want to protect the market, which is diverse and really cherished in the city. The question that they are clearly asking is the question that I asked you, and I don't really think you've answered, which is, for the additional money that they are paying, what additional services are they getting? And that would be the original question. The second question really relates to the increase and the percentage increases that we're talking about. The rent increase in commercial property for larger businesses seems to have gone up in the order of about 4%. So why are we penalising the very smallest of businesses who've been long-standing supporting our council community for many, many years? Thanks.
I'd like to reply to that.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The market isn't a charity. It's meant to make money for the council and also for market traders. That's what it's there for. It means we need to make sure the rates are set at a level that brings us an income and also pays for officers to work on issues like bringing in more trade to the market. Mostly, they've been spending their time wrestling with a tremendously complex charging scheme. The previous Lib Dem administration completely failed to notice the charging scheme is out of date and tremendously complicated. The pricing scheme has been changed since at least 2007. I've actually been unable to track down any officers who remember the last time you guys bothered to review it. So as part of the review work, Mr. Mayor, market service was benchmarked against other markets in the country. The changes in rates, including the surcharge, is now consistent with the rates charged by other markets, especially given the occupancy rates and the 5.4 million visitors a year that Cambridge experiences. Comparison with other markets shows that even with the changes, our offer is still extremely competitive in terms of store size, prices charged and facilities provided, although I'm sure you've done all that research yourself. The changes mean there are benefits for traders. A simplified pricing structure, so it's much easier to actually find out what you're supposed to be paying. The simplification of the administrative system frees up staff time to spend on service development opportunities, including increased marketing, promotion activity to drive footfall, trials of additional new offers, such as evening market or themed markets, an additional net income of about £55,000 a year, half of which can be reinvested in service developments and improvements, including what we've already agreed to, which is an extra daily 2-hour closing operative between 12 and 2 p.m. every day. Traders that choose to pay by direct debit, which wasn't an option before, will receive a 4% rebate. Oh, and perhaps we can put some of the extra money towards making up for 40% government cuts, with which your party collaborated. And of course, the traders are still finding it all too much. I'm terribly sorry to hear that, but there's an extremely small percentage of traders that are being affected at all. And I believe there are still some commercial pitches available in Bury. Oh no, that can still be more expensive than Cambridge. We all want a thriving market. The changes allow us to pay for the improvements we need. A thriving market is not the same as a market where all the stores are the same as in 1973. I know you haven't got any better ideas about the market. Your party hasn't had any ideas about the market since at least 2007. This is why I question the usual second-rate attempt to make political capital when you've got nothing to offer of your own. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I agree.